Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video here for the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 17. If you can't tell, my voice is kind of cooked after last episode. There's a lot of yelling in an hour in like 12-minute span. I think that's how long the like raw recording footage was. So my voice is dying on me. Yeah, last episode was... God damn, I have been spitting everywhere. Jesus Christ. Last episode was absolutely fucking insane. I don't think I want to say anything. I just want to get right into this. I'm going to be so completely honest. I want to get right into this. My only thing I want to add is I am suspect of Shisui. I thought about it some more. I don't know if I trust her. I'm going to be so honest. I really want to. I really want her to be on our side, but I don't know if I trust her. After the extra discussion I added at the end of last episode where I talked about Shisho and the fact that he's part of the Mother Royal's bloodline and that gives him every motivation to try to usurp the throne from the current emperor. Shisui, aka Lolan, is his daughter. How do we know she's not in on this too? Like, it was very suspect how Suide was in there talking to Mama, and all of a sudden she just pulls Shisui from the side and is like, oh yeah, look, if you do anything, I'm gonna kill her. Who's to say Shisui isn't already in on it? Her life was never in danger. This was all a ploy to get Mao Mao out of here. Who's to say that's not the case? I don't know. I want to believe that Shisui is good. I don't want it to happen where she ends up being part of Shisho's scheme or something like that. But I don't know at this point. She is literally Shisho's daughter, and we just found out he's part of the Mother Royal's bloodline last episode. I don't know. I really have no idea. Also, I know I talked about it, but the way that Lacan tricked Shisho, the coolest fucking thing ever. That was the smartest shit I've ever seen in a show. That was so smart. I loved it. And then also the fact that I guessed Odd Duo, I'm still shocked. I thought I was going insane theorizing like that. But anyway, that was one of my favorite episodes of this entire show, and I'm hoping we're probably going to keep building here. Mao Mao is missing now, and Jinchi, the reason that Odd Duo had to be brought to the Rear Palace in the first place is so that she can take Jinchi's place, because Jinchi is awful busy looking for where the fuck she disappeared to. So, apparently Suide has snuck her out of the Rear Palace. It seems like that was Suide's goal all along, was to get into the Rear Palace again and get Mao Mao the fuck out, because they know she's a problem. Because, I mean, literally, Suide picked apart through their conversation between Shinlu and Mao Mao's conversations that Mao Mao figured out exactly what Shinlu did. And so Suide was like, yeah, you really gotta be careful with this one, and they're getting her the hell out. I've been saying this all season. Like, literally maybe not all season, but for a good chunk of episodes, I'm like, Mao Mao, you should be so much more scared for yourself, because you're so at risk, because everything that has been saved, everyone's child that has been saved, lives that have been saved, almost all of the major ones in the Emperor's life and bloodline and things like that. Emperor Jinchi, the Emperor's younger brother, you got Gyokyo's baby being saved, Lingli, you got Li Hua's life being saved, and her second baby being saved from being aborted by Shin. Every single plan of theirs that has been foiled by Mao Mao. So yeah, she's been in the biggest risk possible since then, and her just going around on her own with no protection was not smart. That was not a good thing that she was doing that. But yeah, let's see where we go from here. I'm so fucking excited. Anyway, per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now the road is up straight into the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 17. Sounds like we can rule out the possibility of you borrowing her without asking. Oh, it's just so intense. Fuck. Yeah? Well, it's not even that. It's people were clearly targeting her. Like, clear as day, people were targeting Mao Mao. Midday yesterday. Leslie went to school after that. She's not even in the Rear Palace anymore. She would never do that. Oh, this is so tense. She's literally been kidnapped right now. Yes. Guys, please, let's use our thinking caps here. There's people who have been trying to assassinate and assassinate you, the concubines, kill your babies, kill Jinshi. Although I'm not sure if Gyokyo knows that Jinshi is the Emperor's younger brother. I'm not sure if she knows that or not. But Jinshi should be able to put two and two together. She saved his life twice. He would have been assassinated at Shisho's place if Mao Mao hadn't been there to save his life. And he would have been assassinated when they were doing the ritual stuff if Mao Mao hadn't saved his life. Yeah, you can assume the people who are trying to do these assassinations are not very happy with her. But those are... No, guys. Think of the bigger picture here. Those little instances are not going to make somebody try and, like, kidnap her or kill her or something. Please, think of the big picture. I get that, like, they don't immediately assume she's just been kidnapped or something, but, like, really, guys, we need to lock in here. Without taking someone with her, I mean, she had planned to do that with Suide. She was literally getting ready to fight back until Shisui got brought in as a hostage. You must just find her first, yeah. That's a unnaturally serious look on Luomen's face. I mean, shit. The fact that he's even responding super calmly is very strong of him, because for all he knows, his daughter just got fucking kidnapped. Yeah, Jinji's starting to freak out. He's doing a little nervous tick there, like freaking out. He's very persistent and not just in a playful way. Oh. Lumen's going to get what she had. Maybe they'll explain what it was, because I couldn't tell what it was. They didn't say anything. Was it this one she took? God damn it! Yes, that's exactly what she took. For I mean the cat. Maybe the cat will leave like a trail. I bet you if they can find what building the cat is at, that'll tell them where Mao Mao was last at. I bet you Mao Mao the cat followed Mao Mao, and she's probably at the clinic. And so when they find the cat at the clinic, they're gonna be like, okay, so did Mao Mao come to the clinic? Because she never told anybody she was going there. Ooh. So he just found it out in the open here. Dokonya. Oh my Gaoshin and his love for cats. Found the cat in the bushes on the north side. Yeah, she's just there rolling around in it. Is it like a kind of catnip like thing? Yeah, what do you know? They're here. But why is it stuffed into a tree like this? Were they trying to erase evidence that Mao Mao had been here? If so, why put it in a fucking tree? So it's like, it appears to me that basically Mao Mao, obviously she had brought that stuff, but then they kidnapped her. So all that stuff was left there and they had to get rid of it. They had to get rid of the evidence that Mao Mao had ever been here. So the only way they could do that was stuff it in a tree and a blank piece of paper? Luomen will never speak on conjecture, unlike Mao Mao. Yes. Mao Mao, she most of the time tries to not speak based on conjecture, but she does sometimes. Sometimes people make her. Is that gonna light it up? Oh, paper using juices, teas, or other fluids. So she did... Okay, this brings up the question how she left this breadcrumb on her own. How did she do this? If this was deliberately done by her. She used alcohol. Yep, the alcohol that she had with her that she wanted to give to Shinlu. Oh, this map of the cat sleeping there. Silver vine. The cat could function as a hint. But when did she get the time to do that? Sincerely, when did she get the time to do that? Between the time that Suire was threatening her and she got in seemingly like a carriage or something like that, when did she have the time to do that? Shrine. Is she gonna say like the Shrine of Choosing to go speak to, that must be what it is, like Shrine of Choosing to go speak to the guy there so he can tell her where Mao Mao went? Or he can tell them where Mao Mao went? Well, yeah, she's being kidnapped. She would have had to rush, but I still don't know when she even would have gotten the time to write this and then hide it in the first place. I can only do what I can do. Yeah, that's true. Now that I think about it, Luomin might be used to this at this point. Literally, that's so true. The first time she got kidnapped, she was gone for an entire year before just randomly showing up on his doorstep again. I think he thinks at the end of the day she'll be okay. These two really are alike, yep, because even if she had been kidnapped and she couldn't contact her father, she just worked away until her term was done. Or until she ended up getting out of her term early. Look at him walking real quickly. He's not putting on a face or nothing. He is just locked in. Yep, Mason made him walk slower and he's gonna have to put a smile on his face. Even if he's freaking the fuck out, he has to. I love how he's just saying her name constantly now. He's just pretty consistently saying her name. He doesn't call her the apothecary or anything anymore. Almost looks like wig. Sui. Sui is used in the word for jade as in Jade Pavilion. Shisui, the beginning of the word shrine, and then sui, shisui. Yup, there you go. Oh fuck! This is getting so fucking intense. A name. There was another person with Sui in their name. Sui Rei. Yeah, it's time to go talk to Shaolin. Although, I don't know if that would do anything for them, to be fair. It's not like Shaolin knows what's going on. The other one I've never even heard of. Is he thinking what I'm thinking? Is he thinking, did he put together that Lolan's actual name is Shisui? Is that going to be the big thing here? That Lolan's actual name is Shisui, and so her parading around as a servant girl named Shisui ended up like, oh my god, this is so intense. Because he immediately, as soon as he was like, the other one I've never even heard of, because he's never been face to face with Shisui ever. But she goes with the Shikoku clan. Shikoku Uku? I forget exactly what the full thing is, but Shikoku, you got Shisho, Shisui. Yeah. Oh my god. Where the fuck? Where the hell are they being taken? They're being taken overseas? What the fuck? And they're in like totally different fits now and everything. Going with the flow. You're way too casual about this, Mao Mao. But maybe, I mean, she's been gone for a day now. Maybe she's just getting used to it. I mean, that isn't her nature. Last time she was kidnapped, she just went with the flow of things. I need her to have a talk with Shisui. I don't know if I trust her. I want to. I really want to, but I don't know if I can. Maybe she doesn't like her family. Maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe she doesn't like Shisho. I don't know. I just ugh. Yeah, you're just sitting there staring at us. This scene is so, oh my god. Oh, those eyes. I love that. It's fucking intense. Oh my god. There's probably a 50-50 split there. Like, yeah, Shisui might die. Resurrection drug. Her palace had a secret passage. Yeah, she's just got the little fucking stabby stabs to Mao Mao's back. Oh, is this the split second time she was able to stuff that shit into a tree? Yeah. Yep. Oh my god, that look in her eyes, that is intense fucking focus. And then she dumped those little things. Dave, if only Shinlu had turned around even remotely, she would have seen Mao Mao doing some shit. Yep, and it's exactly like Jinshi said earlier, she did this knowing Luomin would figure it out. The fact that she's being taken overseas right now is fucking bonkers to me. They're getting her as far away as humanly possible from the rear palace, but they're not killing her. They're not just straight up killing her, which is interesting. There's a whole tunnel passageway. They changed their heads on the port. Oh my god. Really? That's the only thing she was allowed to keep, and now she's just wearing it. Why? Why? I mean, I get like kidnapping Mao Mao makes sense because like they want to get her away from the rear palace, but in theory, you could just kill her, no? But then I guess maybe it eventually be found out what happened or something like that, or maybe they're taking her across seas to kill her. The objective I understand. You want to get Mao Mao away from the rear palace, but all the extra stuff that's going on right now is interesting. Taking her across a sea or something, like, and also bringing Shisui as well, who I have no doubt in my mind Suide knows who she is. I want to trust you, Shisui. I really do. I really want to trust you, but I just don't know. I don't know. And this also brings up the question, like, I've never once really questioned it, but what are the odds that, like, whenever Shisui is having to be Lowland, like, actually go do her job and be, like, Lowland as a concubine, what if one of her ladies-in-waiting takes her place? They all look identical. What if one of them takes her place as Shisui? And so, what if there's been some cases where it's not even her? I don't know if I really believe that or not, but I should at least consider the possibility, because I've never done that. I never once even brought up the possibility of, like, when she's in Shisui form or acting as Shisui, it's not actually her. She's a Lowland, and then she has one of her ladies in waiting doing this in the same way that whenever they swap, she has a lady in waiting take the place of Lowland, and Shisui is herself. Something tells me this is actually her, though. Yeah, the eyes, everything like that. I'm pretty sure this is actually her, but I don't know, dude. This is so crazy. Shisui sounds. I don't want to suspect her at all. I feel too bad. She sounds so scared. I don't want to suspect her at all. She sounds really scared, but I don't know. I don't know. Clearly, if she can go from acting as Lowland to being Shisui, she has incredible acting skills, obviously. One way or the other. I'm still of the assumption that Shisui is her real self, and Lowland is more of a mask she puts on acting as Lowland. Still, either way, she's got really good acting skills. I mean, yeah, you're being fucking kidnapped. Of course she's terrified. This is so cute! Oh my god! That scene was fucking adorable. Oh my god. Also, given the circumstances, very sad, but also adorable. They got their hands tied and everything now. My god. This is nuts, dude. Swap ships twice? Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe we're not traveling oceans across continents or anything, but we were going down river or something. Shoot, felt like we were going north. The further they go like this, the more ships they change, the more paths they walk. How the hell is Jinshi going to find her? How? This forest is warm and humid. Some weird plants you can try and identify where the hell she's at. That was a weird reaction, and also Shisui, like, Shisui moving next to her like that? Is she like scared that at any point in time somebody's gonna jump out and like try and kill her or something? That was a very odd reaction, and also Shisui stepping back beside her was very weird as well. Oh, it's a snake. You know, there's in the OP, the visual we get of Suire is literally a snake. Is now Shisui walking side by side. Damn! Threw the fucking snake at her. Oh my god. Does she have like a fucking phobia of snakes? Holy shit. We have never... She has been so calm and collected from the very split second that we met her in season 1. We have never seen this. And Shisui walking side by side with her, like she saw the snake on her right side, and then Shisui filled in beside her to like block her from it. That's fucking weird. Shisui, I don't want to doubt you, but what are you doing? Why are you making me suspect you like this? Stop it! And then she just protected her. She just protected Suire. What are we doing? What? This isn't just... This is not just simple compassion from Shisui. What is this? This is... I don't know, man. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh god. This is definitely a... This isn't even like a phobia. This is like a level above that. Oh my god. She started hyperventilating the second. It didn't even come close to her. And she started fucking hyperventilating from it. Oh my god, she's fucking choking. Now it's clear. Just trying to harass you. There you go. God, I don't like that look. Come on! I was just enjoying the adorable scene of you two like sleeping together there. What the fuck is this, Shisui? Come on! Yep, signs of a noble upbringing from time to time. Several signs to the contrary too. Who knows? What if the times that are to the contrary, it's either her acting or it's not actually her. The strategist's own daughter is a servant. Yeah, clearly. Must have been startled when the kid jumped out of the secret pit. That's right! Oh my god! When they first ran into each other, when Shisui first ran into Mao Mao at the beginning of this season, it was on the north side, and the whole thing of like, how did the cat sneak into the rear palace in the first place? Because the rear palace has a huge moat. It'd be like impossible for a cat to sneak in like that, especially to be in an area like a forested area like that where they found her. Oh my god, it all comes together. The way she got in was through Shisui, through that secret passage. So much so that when you gave chase, you accidentally allowed yourself to be found. Yep. Ended up, and she had to play it off and be like, you wanted this, right? She had to play it off, and then she ran off. So that's why you did that, to confirm. My dear sister? What? What? No, because that... What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What is happening? What the fuck do you mean, dear sister? What? What? I muted my mic. What the fuck? So, Suide is a daughter of Shisho. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. Take it back. The woman that was in episode 10 at the 10 story thing, I think that is Suide's mother. So, they're half siblings. Shisui and Suide are half siblings. So, basically, Suide's mother, Mama Suide, fuck, I'm forgetting what my own theory was on like the timeline of everything, but basically whatever happened with the previous emperor and Mama Suide happened, she was forced to stay in the rear palace, and I had been thinking, who the fuck could she have like gotten pregnant with to have Suide? Because Suide is an illegitimate child of Shisho, basically. That's the bottom line here. Mama Suide had whatever happened with the previous emperor. I'm apologize. There's so much going on right now. My mind is a mess. I'm getting some of the details mixed up, but I think she either got pregnant by the previous emperor, was the story of basically that Anshi had told, where someone had gotten pregnant from the previous emperor, and then that baby was a girl, so that girl got exiled with a doctor. A doctor and that girl got exiled out of the rear palace. Mama Suide obviously couldn't leave. They wouldn't let her leave after that. Any girls who were affected by the previous emperor were not allowed to leave. But then the question came to my mind, to have Suide, who could she have gotten pregnant from? Fucking Shisho! Suide is the illegitimate child of Mama Suide and Shisho. What the fuck? Because we see Shisui's mother in the opening. That is not Mama Suide. This lady right here is not Mama Suide. This is a totally different lady. And this is Shisui's mother. Oh my god, that explains so fucking much. Mama Suide and Suide have teamed up with Shisho. Oh my god, the connections are... I'd been theorizing last episode about possibly Suide and Shisui being in on it together. Yeah, they fucking were. They clearly were. Even more so than I ever could have imagined. They were so in on it together, they're literally half siblings. What the fuck? So it makes total sense that Mama Suide and whatever group they have building are all part of Shisho's clan. They're all part, maybe not necessarily part of the clan, but part of the group that is attempting to usurp the throne with Shisho. But the reason Suide and Mama Suide are involved at all is because they want revenge on the previous emperor and the previous emperor's bloodline. Shisho, in my guess, just wants to usurp the throne. I have a really difficult time saying that word. Wants to usurp the throne. But they're in it because they want revenge, so it's the perfect team up. Oh my god. This is fucking bonkers, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god! I told you your name was too straightforward. Shisui? Yeah. The second you, like, pin it to the Shisho clan, Shikoku clan, you're like, well, yeah, all their names, like Lacan. Lacan's name is actually Khan, but the La goes at the beginning because he's part of the La clan. And so then you take the Shi and you're like, well, that's interesting. Only one character difference. I read, so I guess nobody noticed. Yep. Same time as when Shisui was spending time at the baths. That's why Shisui brought them to the baths after Shaolin brought up connections. She did not go there to help Shaolin at all. She went there to try to connect with Suide. Do I fail as a spy? Because you're a danger to them. You are the biggest danger imaginable to their plots. Fuck! I didn't want Shisui to be an... Ow! Ow! I hit the side of my wrist instead of my fist on my table. Ow, that hurt. I didn't want Shisui to be an enemy. Maybe she still isn't. Maybe she still isn't. I don't know. I didn't want her to be an enemy. they're probably planning to hold you hostage to use against the Khan, Jinshi, and literally anybody, or they just want to keep you out of their business so they can take down the Emperor, because you are, like I've said before, Mao Mao does not give her, nobody gives Mao Mao enough credit. Not a single soul gives Mao Mao enough credit for what she does. She has saved the lives of a stupid amount of people, high up people, mind you, in the rear palace. Like, people don't give her enough credit for that. The people who are trying to kill them, obviously Mao Mao hasn't put two and two together that their goal is literally to kill the previous emperor. Not the previous emperor, the current emperor's bloodline, everything like that. She still hasn't put together that that's what they want to do. But yeah, once she puts that together, it'll make a lot more sense why they've kidnapped her, because she is the biggest leading reason nothing big has happened for them yet, besides taking out Li Hua's kid. Yeah, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. You've been taken by ship. Running will do nothing for you. And now you figured out the ruse, so Shisui doesn't have to be tied up anymore. So, yeah, they're not going to hide it anymore. There's one more thing I haven't confirmed yet. Lola, damn, they still, for people who still haven't figured it out, they're still not giving it to you. I swear to God. Oh man, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's probably more average watchers who don't pause every 5 seconds like me to analyze everything. There's probably people out there who haven't figured out that Shisui is Lolon yet. There's probably people who still haven't figured out, even after this. I mean, I don't want this to read the wrong way, like I'm making fun of people who haven't figured it out yet. Some people just aren't like super insane in detail watchers. They just watch to enjoy. A lot of people don't go into detail as much as I do. So I don't want this to sound like I'm making fun of people or something, but like, God, it's so obvious at this point. I was mad that I didn't pick it up on it sooner back in episode 10. God damn, we are walking for a while. It is fucking nighttime now. Yeah, they've been walking for an entire, like, day? Holy what the hell? They've been walking for so long. Literally, the sun has gone down and rose again. Interesting. A whole fort. This is getting so intense. Oh my god. Where are we? Oh, and they're leaving now. Now since there's clearly a moat around the place, they have no worry about Mao Mao trying to run away. Are they gonna try and like recruit Mao Mao to the cause? What? The only plan I can see them having here is like just bringing her here to keep her away from the rear palace. But now both Shisui and Suide are no longer at the rear palace. So I question what their goal is here, because they could have had Mao Mao kidnapped and brought her here and gone back themselves without anyone noticing anything. Well, obviously at this point they can't go back. Shisui would have to go back as Lolon, and Suide definitely can't go back. Well, then again, Jinshi hasn't pinned it on Suide yet. He's only pinned something going on with Shisui because of Mao Mao's note. Crazy that if Mao Mao didn't leave that note, they would literally probably never find out. Hot Spring Resort. How about casual Mao Mao is about this? She has been literally kidnapped and just brought to an entirely different area, and she could not be more casual, just casually speaking with Shisui, who she now knows is half-siblings with, well, she knows his siblings with Suide. She doesn't know they're half-siblings. She hadn't put together the lineage there yet. The envoys are here? What the hell? They're yeah, the envoys are all in. I mean, if it wasn't clear at this point, Mao Mao, the envoys are fully in on this as well. They're the ones who gave the Feifas to Shisho. That theory she had about them giving the Feifas to Shisho was 1000% true. As I said, I went back in like episode 5 or whatever, the Moon Fairy episode, where afterwards she was like, fine then. And there was a box. And then Mao Mao theorized later on that the Feifas had been given by the envoys. It was the same box. Mao Mao was 1000% correct on that theory. Hello? This little shit a good beating. Kyoyu? Apparently, Miss Shisui, I mean, is that her real name? Is her real name? But the way she said it to Suide, she made it sound like it was a made-up name she came up with, and her real name actually is Lolon. Nachon? Okay, well, he's just calling them all Nachon. Like, that sounds like a more informal, like, big sister. Unlike when Shisui was talking to Sude and she called her big sister. I think those two are actually siblings, and this kid is just, like, referring to them as, like, a older sibling type figure. This is the new look. It works for you. Mm-hmm. Guess that maid was lying. So is he maybe actually related to them? Could this be another one of Shisho's illegitimate kids? Like, Shisui, aka Lolan, is his real kid, like his royal blood kid, because obviously he has her play in the role of concubine in the rear palace. But then maybe some of these other kids are illegitimate kids or kids from other concubines. Suide, maybe this kid is a kid from another concubine, so he's not an illegitimate kid. Suide is an illegitimate kid. Maybe this kid is actually not, in the way that maybe it's just Shisho got another concubine pregnant of his. Maybe that's possible. But Suide, if my theory is correct about Mama Suide, she's most definitely an illegitimate kid, because that would have been Shisho not sleeping with like high up concubine or something like that. The festival? I guess Mama was just going with. She doesn't really have another choice at this point. Holy shit. These two episodes have been insane. Yeah, Mama, come on. The special envoys are here. I had a lot of work to do after my resurrection. Yeah, they're still keeping it very vague for Mao Mao, so she can't fully piece it together, but yeah, they're obviously here because they want to take out the current emperor as well. They're working with the Shikoku clan, clearly. This whole situation, Mao Mao's ability to just go with the flow is honestly incredible. That's an incredible skill, because this whole situation is insane. Good lantern plants. Even Shisui called his ass out. He seems like a good kid. He's got a good side after all, yeah. Little shit to just brat. The masks, huh? A lot of the God damn. A lot of these in the opening. Cutting back to Jinshi here. Oh my god. An unused waterway that was used as a secret path. One of the new eunuchs went missing the same day Xiao Mao disappeared. Yeah, Suide definitely could not return now. There was no such servant on the registry. Yeah. I'm sorry, if you haven't figured out who Shisui is here, there could not be a more obvious tell. She's not actually a servant girl. And that's why she hid away from Li Shu and all the above. So, because if she got recognized, or like even if Li Shu took note of there being a servant girl named Shisui, that would blow her cover instantly. Because they'd be like, oh, Shisui, never heard of this servant girl before. Let's look her up on the registry. Oh, that's weird. That's not a person. What? God, this is getting really bad. So many things are happening at once. No! Come on! This is making me so fucking badly want to just go right into the next episode. I'm gonna hold back though. Maybe. I'll probably watch the next two tomorrow. Especially because the day I'm recording this is Sunday. I'm off work tomorrow, so normally I work Mondays, so I end up only being able to do a certain amount of stuff. But I'm off, so I think I'll be catching up tomorrow. Holy fucking, this is nuts, dude. Oh my god. Damn, the friendship trio that was never meant to be, man. I knew this depressing ass ED was for a reason. Like, I knew it was for a reason. God damn it. Incredible fucking episode. I sincerely, if it was not getting really late because of how I've been recording, the past 2 episodes have taken me a total of 3 hours to record both of them and make thumbnails and everything like that. So yeah, if this didn't take me fucking forever, I'd probably watch another one. This is not me complaining, by the way. This show's incredible. The fact that it's getting this long of reactions like every single episode, this show's fucking incredible. This season is I liked season 1, don't get me wrong. I liked the Lacan arc. Season 2 has been better in almost every way for me. Almost every single way season 2 has been better. So yeah, incredible episode. Like I said, I'm probably gonna watch more first thing tomorrow. I will probably catch up one episode. And like I said, when I am recording this, the most recent episode was 19, aired a couple days ago. So I'm 2 episodes behind, so I'm gonna be catching up real fucking soon. But yeah, I don't think I have much more to add here. My voice is seriously giving out on me. I've been talking so much today because I recorded several other videos earlier, so my voice is cooked. I'm calling it for the night. Anyway, I mean, seriously, there's so much to talk about, but I also feel like I've talked enough in the episodes to where I don't have anything to talk about. All my theories I talked about throughout the episode are the ones I'm upholding now. Maybe I'll do another insert bluest after discussion if I end up having something to say later on. I don't know though. But anyway, yeah, for now, that is about all I have. Yeah, all my theories are in place. I can't think of anything that I think is different from what's going on. That's about it. I'm like sweating. It's really hot in my room, I can't lie. Wearing a hoodie was not a good idea. It's really hot. Anyway, that was a random side comment. I think it is gonna wrap it from reaction to the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 17. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.